Alright, this is Luke, aka Moment, coming from my base, all the way near bedrock, as you can see. I'm going to show off what I've been doing since my last update quite a while ago. I've got two of these laser drills going now. This one doesn't have any focuses, this one does, and it gets me some good ore. I've got a nether room built so I can, have some nethers come in and I can kill them. Or withers, excuse me. I said nether. I meant withers. Now, I've got my thing. I've actually removed the wire that used to power all this because it's really not needed anymore. It's all there. And here's the latest thing I've been working on. Latest and greatest. This is my mob spawning room, and I found out about DecoCraft. I was wondering how that worked, but now I've got it. I've been watching a YouTuber called Nonsanity, and he showed off this, and I didn't know how he made it. He had server admin, so, But anyway, showing this off here. Basically, I took a bunch of cursed earth and a lot of grinders. And those grinders output, got power coming down from the top. That's power going up to the lights in here. I've got power and all the essence and all that. I don't know why that's showing so much data. I wish I could trim it down. So, it's like I don't need all that. Anyway, I've got the cursed earth in here. And I've got sound mufflers up top, so you couldn't hear that. But the cursed earth spawns mobs in here. Thankfully, the light doesn't destroy it. So basically it spawns, the grinders kill. Turn on my night vision so you can see. Yoo-hoo! So anyway, that's awesome. You'll notice I've got the saturation and regen buff. I've actually got the environmental controller from RF Tools doing that. So what I was doing is I had some old school, non-broken versions of spawners. So in here, and they were just spawning in a room, and I was just sitting here, left my computer on. So, since I've been doing this has been filling up pretty darn good. So anyway, that's my little access up there. See, sound mufflers and redstone wiring to control the thing with wireless here. It's awesome. Awesome sauce. Commercials and fun. This is my big spawn room. I have to thank Nonsanity. He's really pushed my desire to do things a bit. So I'm having fun. A layer, the Phoenix from Twitter, I asked Gellert of them to help me out, and I'm sure Lair helped a little design this room. So basically I've got normal auto spotters down there, 4 of them, and these are just decorations, but it made a nice decoration to have where this is like dead, this is alive. Alive, dead. And you'll notice everything just points here, so it's like a magic runic look. And each one's got a little different thing in there. I really like it. I want to thank them again for really being a good friend here, helping me. So I've basically got all this wired up so grinders get it. And I have to thank Nonsanity again. He showed me this little trick. So basically First of all, he showed me that ghasts could be captured now in the latest mod pack. And we got some updates. So basically, those get flushed into the thing, and I found out, and I'll show y'all later, but it's better to have this isolated from other things, just because it seems to mess up. But I can summon ghasts. Uh-oh. They like to float up. I don't know how to make them stay on the ground yet. And supposedly they can't see through the glass, but they have. But yeah. Kills them, and get some tears. Go ahead and stop that. Since I don't need the tears, I want that one to go away. I may use a force field block in place of the thickened glass and the glass here, and also have one, creating a ceiling so that they can't go through it. Just because I'm wanting it to not, them not to fly up and not be killable. So as things come in, I go into my system. They go into my system here. And then I have thermal recycling processing, the things here and destroying it, breaking it down. For some reason, these weren't in the program. Oops. I have to get more space to do. But it basically breaks it down. And I've got the top tier, and it has a good chance of breaking stuff down into more than garbage. So that's just some of what I've been doing. Actually, the majority, but I love the DecoCraft stuff. It looks nice, the computer in here and stuff. All the piping here is for coming in from here into the ME system. And I've got my old, system here. I did find a place I'm going to possibly build a new base to. And funny enough, Don Sanity had the same idea in the latest thing. There is... Oh, that's me. Still lingering on the effects. But basically he had the same idea of moving to a mystic forest. Or grove. And I am... Let me go back and stop that so it's not making so much noise. I am a long way from home. In fact, so far, 62,863 meters. So, yeah. So, yeah, a lot of fun. Found it, used that little auto-generated home. So, yeah, that's fun for me. And I've redone some of the piping and stuff. The one grinder up there. And these guys are going to get... And that one's going to get removed eventually. Just because this guy's useless now. Because... Magnum torch. I got into that. And made one, finally. I removed all my excess stuff here. And there's the QED. From making that. Started to get into RF tools because I'm going to make a solar world. In fact, this is the solar world I'm going to make. desert biome with sandstone, flat, and peaceful. There will be no mobs in there allowed, just because I don't want that difficulty. Mine shafts and villagers, yes. No animals though, thankfully, and it'll be stuck at noon. Snowman. I just thought that was going to be funny. I don't know if that's going to work or not, but I did make, and this is why I needed the wither to kill the nether stars, special efficiency dimlets. So that way it uses like 4K or something a tick, which isn't much. Hey kitty. My mining laser comes out right here, and I've got I've got dash. I didn't realize that. Oh, cool. It must have just started up when he added in mod. I've got a lot of ore in there, and that's awesome. There's the deco bench. This is what you use to make all the stuff. You make the clay here, put it in the resource, and yeah, it's auto-crafted to make the color crafts. Yeah, it's awesome for me. I've been collecting the berries here consistently to add to the essence. Just stuff to have fun. And I made this little thing here. I'm liking it. I'm doing better on the decoration. That's another reason why I wanted to move. I do plan on making a very expensive RF world, and you can see it's not going to be it's going to use a lot. And I've actually got another Tesseract here. I'll explain what that's for in a minute, because we're going up there now. Galacticraft. I've already made my rocket. I've got my fuel. Million fuel, and there's like 3 million oil I found in a thing. And this has been running all night, so eventually it will run through. I did find out how to automate a little bit these guys here. I don't know how to hook them up to the ME system just yet. I think that's just a matter of time. But it'll be nice to have that fully automatable one day. Maybe in the new base. Circuit fabricators too, because I wanted to have one for regular, one for advanced. Yeah. And the workbench there. So not a lot going on. I did build the teleporter here. It's not linked to anything, but I can teleport with it. And I planned to have another one up on the moon and Mars eventually. So that's what this guy's here for. I may do better teleporters eventually. I don't know. I may use RFs. This is something non-sanity showed. Basically, heavy oxygen tanks. This one pushes in. That one pulls out and pushes in. And they won't pull in or push out unless they're empty. So, now I've got things to set up on the moon. Got some safari nets so I can play with those and capture, see what I can do capture-wise up there. Gonna see if these quite clears and what it takes to seal up there, and we'll go from there. Besides, I've got excess hydrogen coming out. I'll burn it. Meh. And this is another thing non-sanity used a lot, is this guy, because it was so much better than the backpacks we've been using. I even have an angel ring, which came from the division signal and builder's wand, just because I'll eventually need it. I don't know if I'll need the food there or can use it up there, but who knows. Stuff that up there. We did get the iBench mod So that's been awesome in how it's been running. And this actually is the ender pouch after that. So that way I can refill another thing from non-sanity. I don't know how long it'll be out there, but yeah, I'd much rather have something than nothing. So, I'm going to go through a bit of a pre-flight checklist. Eventually I'll start doing things like non-sanity. I like how he does decoration, eventually. It's always good. So I've got a chunk loader to load the chunk when I'm not there. Basic food in case I can't eat the others. Ender conduits, fuel or fluid and item just in case, I don't know. Fuel loader to if I ever want to come back directly. Oxygen bubbler and the electrolyzer is going to work together. Might try and do a sealer if I can get some iron. Power coming in from the Tesseract and teleporter. Okay, and water. And I think non-sanity used this, but I don't think he did the same. I like that. Okay, so we are going to go to the moon. We are full on fuel. Got a teleporter to come back. Here we go. Yep, got everything I need. 4, 3, 2, 1. Like the little thing he's done here. Are they doing this? Now, I'm not the first one to launch off. Remulus here launched off before me. So, I'm not making any, races here. But I do plan on having a moon base. Okay. Ooh. That was bad. I crashed. And lost my... I survived, but I lost my rocket. That's fun. That shouldn't be working. So I'm just gonna fly along. So what I'm doing right now is just looking for a place to put the base. I'm actually going to try video editing on this one. I've got to get a video editor, but I'll try and speed up this part. Maybe not. So see if I can pick up that spawner quickly. out the things so I can... Looks like I don't need this. Yep. Looks like I don't need the special space food thanks to Pam's craft. Hot swap those. Got a moment. Alright, I at least know this is here. I just realized discretion here is the better thing for the moment because I don't have what non-sanity had. That was a way back. So I'm gonna see about making my base in a minute. I may go back to Crash. One thing I know about the server here is that generating chunks is one of the hardest things it does. So, if somebody's... it can cause a crash. I'm actually looking for an alien village. They make the best place to set up, I understand. Or an easy place. And, yeah, I want one. Ooh. That was a meteor. That's what I needed. Unfortunately, those are not the, you know, they're one by one. They only generate while you're here. Oop, there's the village. Oh, right. And a dungeon right there. Oh, this will make a perfect base. I bring you food. Why do I do this? Because I'd like to keep villagers in one place. I don't like them dying. They won't die here. But still, it's the idea of keeping them in one place. Here's home. All right. So this is going to be my base one. It does answer a question. I thought it was, and it was. You can capture them. Looks like working out in space is a lot harder than I thought. Because I went from well-fed to nothing in a few moments. Now, I do recall Non-Sanity having a similar issue, but he never found out what it was. I asked on the YouTube thing. Maybe that the food here just doesn't give it the same, you know, too many unknowns. See if I can seal this space up and make it not need oxygen. I'm gonna try those out in a minute, see how they run. At least they return the tin. It's the goal though is having that, refill me. Came with a bubble just in case. And I thought I was gonna have my rocket to get back. Yeah, that's definitely probably the same bug. He said it was fixed by logging. Let's not try getting fancy yet. Grr. Hmm. Doesn't work like I want? Okay, cool. I've got another method. Hmm. Yeah, it's not working. Well, let's see if I can get... I'll have to fix where that's located. But I did get back. Let's... Bet you the cobblestone's not sealable. But we're gonna make an air bubble. Okay, so something's causing lack of seal, or it's too big. I don't know which. Okay, so got a mini base. It's not sealed. I don't know why it won't. Let's see, disconnect and reconnect. Fixed it for him. Let's see if that's all I need. Okay, I need it to be over there. I'll have to tear the building down, I think, and rebuild or reinforce from other buildings. Yep, there goes the power for the air. That was expected. What I suspect is building like that, it doesn't work. That or going down that far isn't a good thing. Get some oxygen tubes. Will that work with these? I have no idea. Oh, I guess I'll work on this offline. It's silly to keep recording.